Hey fam, welcome to yet another amazing episode of our Live on Thursday show here on Scoop on His Productions. I'm your host, Siamo Kwena from Scoop on His Productions, and joining me in studio today is Mr. Mofokeng, professionally known as Duva, a master saxophonist and a very great musician. Welcome, man.
Hey, man.
It's good to have you.
Thank you for the kind words, my man. It's nice to be here, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Duva.
Yeah.
Is that your stage name?
Well, it was my name before I could go on stage, so I think it's my name, man.
So it's just your name.
It's
been
just
there.
my name. It's been there for years and years.
But in the professional space, do you prefer being addressed as Duva or Lehlohonolo?
I think Duva works for me just fine.
Duva.
Yeah, man.
Duva it is.
Duva On Sax.
Tell us a little bit about Duva.
Well, Duva, man, is just a guy from Soweto, just growing up to love music, Like any other guy, you had to start somewhere in Soweto. Yeah, before finding your feet or finding that one thing that you truly love, you had to go through a lot of things. Playing soccer. Can't be from Soweto and not play soccer. You have to play soccer. So this musical journey started when I first saw a brass band, a marching band. Yeah. So, hey, man, I was so fascinated that day, man. Can still remember that day. So these guys were just at the funeral in my hood there, playing some nice music, man, some church music, So what caught my eye was that these people, man, there are so many people in this brass band, but yet they are playing one song.
Yeah.
Back then I couldn't explain melody or harmony, but that single act just woke something in me, And ever since that day, man, I've been pursuing music.
It just ignited something within you.
Ignited something within me. That's the way.
Yeah. And when did you start? When did you look at music as a profession? Everyone, we start somewhere, we're just playing as a hobby and stuff. But when was that? What was that point that actually, when it snapped, I actually want to do this professionally?
Well, I didn't know if I wanted to do it professionally. I just knew I want to do it.
You want to do it?
Yeah. So now, funny story, how I actually enrolled and studied for music. I was just there accompanying my friend because he was so passionate about music, And to me, music was just, the thing that heals my soul or something, Well, when we got there, I was more into business. So when we got there, they were like, no, we also have music business.
It's not just performance.
Yeah, it's not just performance. I was like, oh, well, why not? Since they have space and I can play music.
Might as well.
Yeah. It's not like I'm busy doing anything with my life at the moment, So that's how I got to
just
school.
a spur of the moment, let's just go.
I mean, there was space, man.
Yeah.
So.
And what's the name of the institution?
Southwest Gauteng College.
Yeah. That's where you discovered yourself as a musician.
Yeah, man.
And since then, you've been pursuing music ever since.
My man, if I wasn't doing music, I think I'd be dead.
That's a very...
Yeah, so there's no life for me without music.
Without music, yeah. And I know you were playing a different instrument before you moved to the saxophone.
Yeah, I used to play the trumpet. Yeah. Well, I could play most brass instruments, but I used to major in trumpet.
And when did you fall in love with the saxophone?
I've always been in love with the sax, man.
Yeah.
But because I couldn't afford one, or
at the time,
or I couldn't play it in a brass band, so I had to go through playing snare, English horn, flugelhorn, euphonium, trombone, tuba, trumpet.
So it was a whole process. You were waiting your turn for the saxophone.
Exactly.
But in the waiting, you taught yourself.
Yes, I was learning other things.
Interesting.
Yeah, man.
And when was the shift from the marching brass band into playing jazz?
That was when I went to college,
The college.
Southwest Gauteng College. Yeah,
And
that's when I started knowing that there are things like crotchets in the world.
now the theoretical
yeah,
side.
the theoretical side. Because in brass bands, my man, most of us use tonic solver instead of
that's it.
staff notation.
Yeah.
So it was a challenge for me in the beginning.
Yeah.
Man, trying to shift your mind from tonic solver
Into actually
reading
reading.
stuff.
Yes.
Bruh. Yeah,
But
man.
that whole journey kind of shaped you, and
Into the person that I am now. Yeah, man.
and it kind of built your musicianship as a whole,
And character. as
and
well.
especially. Would you say, how would you say the music industry has been treating you ever since you started doing gigs and?
Well, the music industry, my man,
Hectic.
is like a jungle, my man. At some point, you feel like, no, things are going smoothly,
Yeah.
And then the next, hey, my man, it's all rough, my man.
Gets hectic,
It gets hectic as hell, But then, I think if you are really passionate about your music, if you cannot wake up to do any other thing besides music, my man, you are already prepared for those things mentally. At some point you're gonna get robbed. Some gigs they won't pay you your money.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all been there.
Definitely. we've
But
all been
that
there.
shouldn't mean you should stop.
Yeah.
That's like how a person's character is built, for a lack of a better word.
So the love of music has been pushing you through all those struggles, basically. And when did you start writing your own music?
Hey, my man, I do not think, firstly, I do not think it's my music,
Okay. How would you
because
describe it?
I would describe it as music from maybe the ancestors, maybe, music from, I don't know, man, from a higher power, music from life itself, I'm only the person who's playing it. I'm
just
I'm
a
like
vessel.
an instrument. I'm
Yeah.
a vessel, my man. Just pushing through the message, my man.
Letting the music flow through you.
Exactly, my man. Those who hear it will hear it. Those who don't, I mean, it's
They
on
don't.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And how would you say the whole shift from before COVID? There was flow gigs,
Hey,
performing here and there, and now
Good times.
then the pandemic, the lockdown, everything went quiet. How would you say that affected you, and how did you recover? Post COVID?
Well, I think it worked in my favor, more than anything, because I'd always wanted to play the sax, and before COVID, I was still playing the trumpet.
Okay.
So before COVID came, man, I just bought a new saxophone.
Okay.
So when COVID hit, my man, that was like a breather for me. The right time to actually start checking the saxophone.
Actually work on
Yeah. So it wasn't that well. It was bad in terms of income and
Finance,
stuff. Yeah. And it even affected the whole industry,
Of course, yes.
Yeah, because after that, man, even when you get a gig, they still complain. Hey, my man.
After COVID, it's a bit
we are still
hectic.
recovering. Yeah.
Same song.
Yeah, same song, man.
Yeah. But you've been persevering ever since.
I've been pushing, man. Tirelessly.
And the music you decided to do with us today, there's a lot of music.
Man,
that's been flowing. But why these two specific songs? What do they mean to you?
Well, the first song, my man, it's titled Daddy's Joy.
Okay.
I think that song's inspiration came from the first time I held my child in my hands. Yeah, I think
that joy. It's self-explanatory.
That joy, So I think that's where I got the inspiration for the song.
So every time you're performing that song, it's like a dedication to your baby,
my man.
And the second song?
Then the second song, that one is a long story. So the second song's inspiration is another saxophonist.
Okay.
By the name Duva On Sax.
Sure.
Hey, man, he's one mean cat.
Yeah.
I think spending some time with him or performing with him, playing with him, and that was when I was still playing trumpet.
Okay.
I think it opened another portal in my mind, or maybe in my soul,
Yeah.
That, wow, man, how can someone play a saxophone like this?
So would you say he's the one that inspired you to actually move from trumpet to saxophone?
No. I already wanted to play the sax.
Oh, okay. He
was just another chapter, my man,
More inspiration.
More inspiration, So that song is titled Ntate Mokwena.
As a tribute to him.
Yeah, man, because even the style of that song, my man, it's more of what he would do.
Okay. No, that's good. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
And where can we find you on your socials?
Do I even have those?
Every musician's gotta have those. Where can we find you? The audience wants to listen to your music. They want to follow your gig guides and stuff.
Yeah.
Are you on?
Well, on Facebook, I'm Mofokeng. In brackets, Duva.
Okay.
And then Instagram, Duva Sax SA. TikTok, Duva On Sax SA. Yeah.
Duva On Sax SA.
Yeah.
And do you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, but it's still very
early days.
Early days, man.
All right.
Told you I'm not a very social person, so I'm still learning.
No, thank you so much. It was nice having you. Do check him out. You'll find his social media handles at the bottom of your screen. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Cool.